I am so excited. I have received some great news. You can't take what people say and let that create a new agreement for yourself because those people don't even have enough information.
Can I dance for you? Would that
I just made it upstairs. Is that Lola? I'm gonna get there, and when I do, I will let y'all know.
would that be cool?
I've got 30 minutes if you wanna spill your mind. Give me all your reasons to why I should take my time. Used to have forever, but you never cared that much. Just tell me why I should give you more than a goodbye, baby. Why you won't tell me why you won't. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again and we won't end up as friends. Do it again, do it again, do it again.
Hey, what's up guys? Today's Monday and it's lunchtime. I'm just waiting on my lunch. I just called in an order for McAllister's Deli. I feel like you can't feel bad when you get McAllister's Deli because I went with the soup and the salad and oh my gosh, their food is so good. I love their tortilla soup. I wanted to give you guys an update because not last week, but the week before, we had looked at a home and I shared it with you guys on my channel. And I've also been talking a little bit about our whole Dave Ramsey financial peace journey that we are on. And I wanted to just kind of give you guys an update as well as clarify a little bit for those of you who have just been like following along and trying to see what I'm doing so that you can figure out what you're doing for your own lifestyle. And the one thing I wanted to say to you guys is for us, we've been on this journey, the Ramsey journey, for about 12 months. I think it literally is 12 months because it was about February when we started of 2020. And it's been really, really great because now I actually itemize every single thing I'm gonna spend my money on, whether it be food, fun money, you know, clothing, stuff on Amazon. Like I have a budget for every single thing that I am going to spend my money on. And in the past, I used to just be so comfortable with like swiping my card and just knowing I had it and I would just spend money, spend money. I found that I was spending a lot of money on things that I really, really didn't need and weren't getting me closer to the long-term goals that I have for my life. So I decided to get on that journey, and I will say, you know, sharing it with the channel has been great because I feel like, one, it's a sense of accountability, but two, I definitely think it has helped to inspire some of you because I've gotten the messages from a number of you who have shared that this has been helping you as well. However, over the last few months with COVID and with us, just our whole situation at the house changing, Arius is now living at the house versus being in college. You know, I'm now no longer have an office anymore. Like we had to repurpose the office because Brian's working from home and the space that Arius used to occupy now is Brian's office. So it has been a little bit uncomfortable for us just in terms of the space that we have in the house, which made me feel like maybe we need to start thinking about upgrading our home. And with the way the market is right now, it's like a perfect time, which honestly kind of made me consider doing it. Like, should we really be thinking about moving, taking advantage of these super low interest rates, which who knows, like God only knows when rates will be like this again. And also, it's so easy to sell a house right now that we just were kicking around like, maybe it really is time. We can take advantage, get out of the house that we're in way faster than it probably would be in a regular market, even though the area we live in has always been hot. But we've just been like kicking around different things, trying to figure out what's the best move for us given the current plan that we are on. And I will say, of the Ramsey like strategy, I think the only thing I've kind of held tight is the snowball. So I do the snowball. I'm really religious about the snowball. So basically what that means is you have a set amount that you're going to pay every single month for your bills, and then you take anything extra, add it to the first payment or the first thing you're going to pay off. And as you pay things off, you take the minimum payment that you were paying, the extra money, and apply it to the next thing in the snowball until eventually you have all of your debts paid off. So I'm still snowballing, even though I don't do the Dave Ramsey plan like Dave Ramsey says. Like, I still, like right now, I'm getting lunch, you know, from eating out. I'm not doing it how he does it. I wasn't happy trying to do it that way. I just felt like I was depriving myself so much that for me, it wasn't comfortable. And I personally, I think that you kind of have to do what fits for you. Like, budgets are not a one-fit-all thing. However, I say all this to say, because I don't want to like run on too much, but I say all this to say, right now, we've decided we're going to stay in our house and we're going to make the best of it. So we decided we're going to upgrade the house, do some things that make it more comfortable for us, and will also make the home easier to sell when we finally decide to sell it. So I've actually just did some looking at flooring. We're gonna do some painting, probably paint the cabinetry, you know, do some things that I think just will bring up the appeal of the home, decorate it. Probably will reach out to an interior designer to help, you know, just do some things that will make it where when we finally list this house, regardless of what the market is looking like, there is going to be a buyer who is super excited and is going to want to get into this home. So I will say, like, sharing this on social media and going this route of like talking about the budgeting piece and the goals that we have has been kind of like great, because again, the accountability, but it also has opened a lot of critics who think that because you want to position your finances in a different way and like really leverage your cash to do some great things for you, there's some people who think that that means you're broke or you're poor or whatever the case may be. And I just really want to encourage those of you who have similar budgets to what I have, that it's okay to still cut back and still do things to position yourself to build real wealth. And I recently saw this lady who, she didn't have kids, but she did something similar, and she was able to save $700,000 by changing around what she was doing when it comes to her finances. So that's how I'm trying to be, and that is the ultimate goal, you know, for myself as well as for our family. We also, like, I have the twins that I'm really trying to save money for their college, and I just want to make it where we don't have to worry about anything. If something happens to one of our careers, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? When the kids get ready to go to college, I want them to be comfortable. I want them to be taken care of and to be set up in position where they come out of college without debt like I did, and they come out and are able to really live their best life right away instead of having to get after the debts that they've accumulated from going to school. So I hope that makes sense. I hope it's encouraging for those of you out there who are on the same type of journey that I am, because at times it is frustrating. I feel like, you know, when I look at what I bring in income wise, I made last year more money than I ever have. But last year was a very sobering year, and it definitely was just sobering from the perspective of there's a lot of people hurting. There's a lot of people who are out of work, people at my own company who are displaced. And I just want to be in a place where if anything, God forbid, ever happened, I'm still cool and I'm still able to maintain the quality of life that I had prior to that situation happening. So I am gonna go ahead and get off my soapbox right now because I don't want to digress too much, but I did want to share this because I had showed the houses, and for now, unless something crazy pops up that we just cannot pass up on, for now we're gonna go ahead and just stay in the home that we're in, get it to the level we want to get it to, and I'm gonna let working out of my bedroom be motivation for me to snowball the heck out of the debts that I have, so that when we do buy a house, it literally is like we got the house and I'm just still sitting on cash every single month while building an amazing nest egg on the side. So with that, y'all, I'm gonna see where this food is at. Like, where is my food? I use DoorDash to order my food because it's so convenient, but at the same time, I'm just like, boy, y'all need to hurry up. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off this soapbox and get this food because I'm so hungry. I cannot wait to eat this salad. It's almost 6 o'clock and I am about to go pick up the kids. Today was a long day. I'm doing like this work in a program. It's a really old program where you have to do a bunch of data entry. It's so boring. It's absolutely so boring and necessary, but I've been so bored this afternoon. So long story short, today was a very uneventful but busy and boring day. And after work at 5, so I've been off for about an hour, I went ahead and redid my nails. My nails were kind of lifting a little bit. Like, I think I need to get a better acrylic. So I'm gonna do some research and see if I can find a better acrylic. But I went ahead and redid it with just gel, no acrylic. And these are simple, but I like them a lot. I did the glitter on the ring finger, and then the rest are white. So went for something simple but still cute, and I really like it. So bam, there we go. But let me hurry up and go get these kids so I'm not late getting them from their dad, and show you guys the tile when I get back, because the tile, I don't think it's gonna be a fit. I'm gonna keep looking, but I'm trying to get it right. I wanna do this step by step to like improving the house, and I feel like this will be a really, really fun project to get after over these next few weeks. Are y'all coming? You coming? I've been shooting on my old camera for these first clips in the video today. Anytime I have to drive, I usually use the old camera because it's so much easier and littler and is able to like sit on the dashboard. It's so bright. So yeah, I'm on the old camera. It's just crazy though, the quality is so much better on my new camera. So I really now don't like using this camera, but I want to be safe while I drive. So, you know, you gotta do what you can do. It's so pretty out too. It's like the golden hour. Y'all, oh my gosh. Let me turn this fan down. I saw a picture of Tiffany. How do you say her last name? Tiffany Haddock. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to drive and I don't want to be dangerous. Hold up. Can y'all see? This picture is so pretty. Her hair. Oh my God. I love it. I love the hair and the color. It literally was like, Kristyn, go ahead and just cut your hair because that is so freaking cute. I feel like I would love to be short again. I know I keep telling y'all, I've been talking about this for over a year and I haven't done anything. But I really just am burning. I'm itching to go ahead and go short. Like, I really, really, really want to go short. But I am going to, you know, wait for a little while. I was able to braid my hair and put this wig on really easily this past Saturday. So I really, really am feeling the switch up. And I love that I can go back to my curls. But I feel like there would be something to be said about being short and how easy it would be to take care of my hair if I was totally short. So don't be surprised if one day you guys come on my channel and you see that I have a video up talking about how I chopped my hair all the way off and started all over again, because I absolutely loved the short hair on me. And I feel like the reason why I really want to go short is because I didn't enjoy that whole phase. Like, I just never really got my hair cut in like styles when I was short. I really didn't like do any fun color when I was short. I basically just wore my hair and styled it until it grew out until the next phase. And then I just was like so eager to grow my hair out curly and get that relaxer out of my hair that I ultimately don't feel like I enjoyed being short, and I really want to enjoy being short. So we'll see. I don't know, you guys. I keep talking about it, but I feel like there's this part of me that's like holding me back from actually doing it. And you know, we'll see if I end up like pulling the trigger at some point. But I'm very impulsive. I've mentioned this before. I don't think you guys have seen much of it. Maybe because I do bounce around. That might be a little bit of like seeing how impulsive I can be. But I'm very impulsive to say the least. I'm trying not to be as much anymore now that I'm a little bit older. But I could totally see myself waking up one morning and just cutting my hair off and being like, boom, we did it. I'll be like, look, Joe, we did it. Because I want the short hair so bad sometimes, and I'm like, worst case, if I miss my long hair, I'll throw a curly wig on and we're gonna fake it till we get back there at the level that I am right now. Let me show you this tile real fast because I'm so disappointed. It's too dark. It's too like grayish looking, and I'm gonna put a clip or a like screenshot of the photo that I took at the store, which looks a little more I think they call it grayish, where it's like gray and beige mixed together, because I think we need that color for the room. So I'm gonna explain to you why. So this is the tile, right? And I want it to be grayish, which is beige and gray, to replace this laminate stuff that we have over here and to match the carpet. I may end up redoing the carpet as well, but I want the carpet to be this color because this room is kind of like a grayish, like it's literally like a beige and a gray mixed together. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's basically like a gray and a beige mixed together, okay? So this is what I picked out. I don't think this is gonna work though. I think I need to pick a different tile, but it is very cute. It is cute nonetheless. The reason why I was kind of leaning towards something like that is because our backsplash has almost like browns and like the gray beige looking colors inside of it. The dogs are so loud. And then the actual countertops is this color. I don't think I'm gonna invest in replacing the countertops or the backsplash for the kitchen. So I'm just gonna have to pick out something that's gonna work with what we have. But I really feel like matching this, like going a little lighter than this and having something that is a combination of gray and beige will be really, really nice. Ultimately, you know, like one of these, like if it could be like this, but a little bit lighter, or maybe even something like that, I think I would be really happy with that. And then I want to have these painted, and I asked the guy what he would recommend because I don't see investing in replacing these in their entirety. I think I'm just gonna paint them and have them be painted the color that I want to match all of this and bring it all together. And then once we do the flooring and the actual cabinetry, then we're gonna pick out wall paint to match everything, because from what I've read so far in my limited research over the weekend, you should pick out your wall colors after you establish everything else. One more thing I want to show you guys. Yesterday, Brian grilled, and obviously day 2 doesn't give it any justice, but his baked beans are so delicious. You cannot sleep on Brian's grill food. It's so good. Like these beans, this is something you just want to share and like show people or have people taste them. They're just so delicious. So he did the beans, and then he also did ribs and sausages. Like, oh, it was so delicious. Did y'all notice I burnt my finger the other day when I was trying to straighten his hair? Yeah, travesty. But the food looks so delicious. So I can't wait to get up in here and put some damage on this. But I just had to show you guys, like, he put his foot in this food. Lord have mercy. I just made it upstairs. Is that Lola? Oh my gosh. Lola does a reverse sneeze. It's like something she's done since she was a baby, and it's so loud. It's so loud. Oh my goodness. So I just came upstairs because I wanted to take care of the bills for the month and then also get a grocery order started because I need to order groceries. Like we're running low on some things. I think the next thing I want to knock off on my list of things to do around the house is I want to organize the pantry. And I told you guys the other day in one of the last videos, I got this pantry thing where it has 3 or 4 levels, and I'm able to put the appliances that we have on it, and then that way I can get a couple of the appliances off the floor because they were on the floor in the pantry, and then I have like 1 or 2 that we had put like up higher that I want to try to repurpose that space for something else. So I probably will document that process because I feel like this might be kind of fun. It may be in one of the weekly vlogs, it might be like a standalone video, but I feel like I've never done an actual pantry organization where you get the different like plastic tubs and totes and, you know, just like set everything up where it has its space and it looks really neat and tidy when you come in. Like how we have it right now is where like there's certain sections for things and we just put the boxes, you know, in their section, but it's nothing like when I look on these YouTube videos or I look in you know, Pinterest and see the organization ideas. Like that to me is so inspiring. So I'm like, you know what, we're gonna take the pantry to the next level. We're gonna get the flooring done and the paint, and I'm basically, what I plan to do is use my bonus from this year to take care of all of these little things around the house. And I really hope that it makes it where we have a little bit more curb appeal, or I don't think that's the right way to say it, a little bit more appeal when people come into the home when we do finally decide to sell it. So those are like a few things I think will be kind of fun to knock out and just really like get after. But I will say, y'all, I am definitely ready to get out of here in terms of like the bedroom being my office, but knock on wood, I don't want that to mean that I have to go back to the actual corporate office anytime soon, because I'm really enjoying working from home. Like, it's been so much fun working from home, and I still can't believe I put it on my vision board and it actually came to fruition this past year. So, you know, we're gonna figure this thing out, but I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Let me see. Okay, so I'm getting on Every Dollar and I'm about to organize the budget for March because I'm behind. And boy, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how you can make a certain income and then after taxes, what you really get. Like, sometimes I look at what I really get as opposed to what I make, and it's crazy. Like, something ain't adding up. You know, obviously minus the child support, but something's not adding up. I just don't get it.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet.
Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I am in the middle of work, so it's lunchtime, and I just wanted to catch up with you for a quick minute. This morning while I was working, I was listening to an interview with Big Sean, and let me actually get the exact interview, the name. I'll also try to put a link in the description box for it because it's so good. Like, Big Sean is basically talking about releasing negative perspectives to realize your own path forward, and he touches on just things that I've believed for a long time: the law of affirmation, how important it is to speak over yourself and to speak positively around the things that you want to accomplish. But even taking it a step further, I told you guys I had read the book, The 4 Agreements, and it's so crazy how all these concepts go together. So the 4 Agreements basically talks about how you have agreements that have been put into you, some that you know, some that you don't know. And Sean talked about it. He called them blocks. So basically he would say, you know, maybe you have an area you're trying to pass through or you're trying to move to the next level, but you feel like you have a block. And he described it as a block, whereas I think of it, just from reading that book and just finishing the book, as like an agreement you have made that limits you to the level you are at and makes it really challenging to move forward, and how you have to set new agreements to be able to accomplish that next level that you're trying to get to. And I really think that is so important. And I also think that, you know, one thing he was saying in this video, and the other thing that I was just learning from the book, is how you have to make new agreements for yourself. So if you find that you have a block or you have an agreement that you've made previously in your life, whether it be something you put in yourself or somebody else put in you, basically you have to make those new agreements, and you have to believe that you can achieve whatever the next level or next thing is. But in the 4 Agreements book, they also talk about how people can put agreements into you. So if you're not careful, you can let individuals who are from the outside put things into you. And the 4 Agreements, you know, they get into like how when people are gossiping and are talking negatively about someone else, they're basically, like, they described it as like practicing a form of witchcraft, because gossip is ultimately, back in the day when they would describe witchcraft, like that is what they were talking about, and how powerful your words are, and how if you're using your words to negatively impact someone else or to speak negative about someone else, like, I just think that if you're doing that, how are you going to be able to speak positively over yourself if you are speaking negative over other people? And Sean just kept saying how, like, the things we hear, the sayings we hear, like, for example, Godspeed, or do unto others as you would want others to do unto you, or what goes around comes back around. Like, all these sayings are sayings that continue to be passed on generation after generation because it's true. It's simply true. It's a reminder, one, that when people speak negatively about you, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them, because at the end of the day, most of the people who are speaking negatively and speaking ill about you don't even really know you. Like, for example, if somebody wanted to speak negative about me because they watch my channel and they've made these, you know, perceptions about the things that I have shared on my channel, well, at the end of the day, no matter how much I share, you're never gonna fully understand me. You're never gonna fully know me. So any perception you make and any gossip you may put out there about me is never gonna be completely accurate, because you don't have the full perspective. So it was just a reminder in that book how you can't take what people say and let that create a new agreement for yourself, because those people don't even have enough information. And I just have to say, like, just listening and reading, I listened to the book on Audible and then I read the book as well. So I did both. And doing both, I feel like gave me different perspectives. And it was so beautiful. I feel like this is kind of like on purpose, me listening to this video. I actually watched it, but it was a podcast. But like watching this podcast and taking it in was just really reinforcing the things that I had just received from that book. So I say all this to say, if you have not read or listened on Audible to the 4 Agreements, you need to go ahead and put that on your list. And the second thing is, like I said, I'm gonna put this video in the description box from Big Sean, his interview with a gentleman named Jay Shetty. I think is how you say his last name. It's S-H-E-T-T-Y. And it's really good. It's an hour long, but it's worth it. Like, if you're working, just let it play, listen to it, absorb what they're saying, because the things that he talks about and the things he says are things that are not unique to Big Sean. These are things you hear over and over again from people who are extremely successful and who accomplish a lot. So if you're having a hard time leveling up, maybe take a step back and see, do you need to make some new agreements? And when you hear people say things to you and speak things into you, be careful of about what you accept, because just because somebody says it doesn't mean they know you enough to be able to make that agreement for you. And it does not mean you have to accept that agreement for being, you know, their word being bond. So I'ma just leave y'all with that. But this was so good. It was like such an epiphany, and I had to just really quick just turn the camera on and record this and share this with you, because I feel like I would be remiss to not share it. He was spitting some gems, some gold, and I know I feel like this was an epiphany for me. Y'all, it's Wednesday. I'm trying to get better at laying my wigs. I feel like I did a pretty okay job at installing this wig, so I relaid it today, and I did my baby hairs just a little bit different. And I was watching this video, the girl who did it, she did such a good job. I was like, I'm gonna try to figure these baby hairs out. I don't feel like I have it all the way there, but I'm gonna get there, and when I do, I will let y'all know that I think I've gotten there. But I do think I did an okay job. So I have another unit that's on the way that I'm gonna try that's a little bit different than my normal style, but I'm looking forward to it. But I feel like this look with the part down the middle and this particular color, I think this is like 1B, this is what I usually go for. But anyway, it's lunchtime. It's about 1:35. I have a 1 o'clock, or excuse me, it's 12:35, and I have a 1 o'clock. It's actually a pretty big meeting. So I had some chicken in the oven that I wanted to knock out that I put in just before lunch, and I'm gonna check on it real quick. And then there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys before I go back to work, and then we'll catch up later on. So first, let me check this chicken. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to show you. So we're gonna head to the living room real quickly. Let me take this camera off the tripod. So we're gonna head to the living room. So I was telling you guys I want to update the living room and also the rest of the house in general, but I've been talking to a few of you in the comment section about the setup. And the one thing I have also noticed, which I got a couple recommendations from you guys, was to take the TV off the wall where it is and put it over the fireplace and hide the wires. And I will say I did look into doing that when I first mounted this particular TV. The reason why we didn't end up putting it over the fireplace was because the fireplace gets really hot, and we were warned that that could be an electrical issue with the wiring being behind there and the TV being just over the fireplace, because our fireplace does get extremely hot. So right now it's off to the side, but I feel like it honestly would even look better being on the table. wall as opposed to being on the wall, because I just think it looks awkward. And I want to also replace the curtains, and I'm probably gonna keep these couches for now until we do get into our next home. But I like definitely am gonna do some little things, accessorize, and then I'm looking to get what do you call it, interior designer to help me. So hopefully in the next like, you know, week or so, I can find somebody who will be a great fit. But I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. TV's up here, and I definitely want to get that off the wall. We have all the dog toys and the kid toys out there, but yeah, I want to take that off the wall. I'll probably just put it on the TV stand over there in the corner for now and just figure it out. We'll probably also get a new TV. That TV is a little bit, it's a few years old. It's probably like 4 or 5 years old now that I think about it. And then I want to just do something else with like pictures and new curtains, maybe some like window treatments that go over that big window up at the top. So we got some things to do. I think this will be a lot of fun though, but at the same time, it's not horrible, but it could be better. So we're gonna get there.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need right here. Make me sing along. Sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here.
My boy in here getting fitted for my wedding. Yeah.
Alright, you wanna take this on back drive?
Lord. Okay, y'all. So I'm done with work and I need to fold clothes. So I was like, I can multitask and talk to you guys. So the session I had today was a 2-hour session. It was such a fun and good session. Basically, we were talking about inclusion, like diversity and inclusion, and I was facilitating the meeting, and it was just absolutely such a good session. Like, we talked about so many things. It was a diverse group of people, and I know normally I don't talk about work, but I will say, like, the things that we took away from that conversation were just so good. But it really had me reflecting on the things that I feel like I struggle with in corporate, which I feel like sometimes I hold on to the stereotype of don't be too assertive because people are gonna think you're angry, and I don't want that. Like, I don't want people to think I'm angry, but at the same time, I definitely think that because of that, at times I have this like mental block or this thing in my head where I continuously am just critiquing how I'm coming across, and I definitely want to try to like stop doing that. So I will say overall, like, that session was just so good. We talked and shared things, and I think it opened a lot of people's eyes to how other people feel within the organization that don't necessarily look like them. So I really like, you know, encourage you, if you haven't read any books or read articles or literature that talk about diversity and inclusion, to definitely get up to speed on the whole movement, because corporate is really starting to come around. Like, I feel like with everything that happened in 2020, it's almost become an emphasis of many boards to become more diverse. Y'all, I also think about when I first started day trading or trading in general, and people would come to me and would make comments about how most people who day trade lose, and lose significantly. And I just honestly, I feel like every challenge that I'm faced with, I always take that challenge head on. And over the last 12 months, I have honestly obsessed about learning everything I can about trading, learning how to, you know, foresee things that are coming, how to day trade, how to get in and out, when to know when to get in and out. You know, I use indicators. I have a lot of different methods that help me to be good at what I'm doing. And it just is, I feel like, you know, when it comes to our finances, you don't have to day trade. Investing in itself is a beautiful thing, but I will say, like, I just think that we have to have more confidence in ourselves and our ability to learn and our ability to beat the averages that we see out in the marketplace, because at the end of the day, there are a lot of people, and most people who are wealthy are invested. And in the community I belong to, last year was a huge year for African Americans joining the stock market. So that not only is encouraging, but also I look back at how well I did in 2020, and I'm just amazed at how fast I learned what I learned, you know, last year. So I just say that to say, like, I'm not telling you to day trade, because day trading can be very dog eat dog. It's very there's just a lot of inputs that come into play when you day trade, and a lot of things you have to take into consideration. And I, just because of my schedule, I typically will swing trade. But I say this all to say, focusing on wealth is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, paying off debt, saving your money, investing, like whatever that is for you is something that really can change the game. If you're going to invest, like, do your research. Look, like, make sure you know what you're doing, and make sure you really take the time to learn. But at the same time, it can really be a really amazing, exciting, and dope thing. And right now the market is down, which I've been waiting for a while. I was like waiting to drop my money, you know, drop the majority of what I have in my brokerage account into the market when the market dropped. And right now things are really, really down, which makes me feel so encouraged that if I just, you know, buy now, buy when the market is down, buy when everybody else is scared, I am going to be even more successful when this all turns around. So, long story short, y'all, I better go ahead and get done, because the more and more I talk, the less likely I am to get done folding this whole pile. You wanna go for a ride in the car? Okay, let's go. Come on, Lola.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy.
I made a quick run for a drink. I had a craving that I had to meet, so Brian went with me to McDonald's, and the dogs too. So I wanted to open this stuff that I was telling you about earlier, and this is from Good December is the name of the company. So this is a little card. It says, I want to thank you for your support, and I'm just so excited. Okay, the first outfit has a mask. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, this is so cute. Look, too cute. It's like a romper. This is definitely like something I could throw on the weekends to lounge in. This is like a chill Saturday outfit for me, because a lot of times on Saturdays I get a lot of work done and I just want to be really comfortable. And this is so cute. And then here's the second piece, a black top off the shoulders, which I love off the shoulders right now. It's like one of my favorite cuts to rock, and the material feels really good. And then we have some fitted pants. So this is another really comfortable set. And y'all know I'm going for comfort right now, like whatever I gotta do to stay comfortable. It's funny too, I was literally just thinking earlier, like sometimes I wanna dress up and be like really cute, but it takes everything in me to really like try to be cute, if that makes sense. Like I can put on like work clothes, like stuff like this is cool, but to try to like do anything more than this really takes effort for me right now. I don't know, every morning I go in my closet and I look and I'm just like, I want to put something cute together, but I also would rather be lazy and just grab something easy. So I love sets like this because this takes the work out of it. So that's the second piece, or set I should say. And then this last set, oh yeah, this is gonna be so cute. So this is a dress and it's got the ruching up the front. And this looks like it cuts like just over the knee. So This is really cute. And the material for everything feels really good. Like very elastic, really stretchy. And you can tell this is gonna be super comfortable. I'm all about supporting my girls and small businesses. So you guys, you know, if you could do me a big favor and go to her page, her Instagram. The Instagram is GOOD_December with 2 R's. So it's Good December with 2 R's on Instagram, and check them out. And then I'll have a link for the actual website in the description box as well, so you can go and check out the website too. But I'm so tired. I actually last night, I think I woke up at like 4 in the morning. Adrian was up, he was watching TV in the middle of the night. So I had to get up and tell him to go back to sleep. And then I think I woke back up at like 5. Well, you know what? I didn't even go back to sleep. At 5, I heard him in the room again talking and laughing. So I go in the room, and then Adris was awake. So both Adrian and Adris were in the room talking and laughing. It was like 5 in the morning, and I had been up since 4. So I just stayed up for the whole morning and ended up getting up out the bed, I think at like a little bit before 7. So I'm really tired. Like, I'm exhausted right now because I got up a couple hours before I normally do, and I didn't factor that in when I went to bed last night. It's Thursday, y'all. I made it. I am so excited. I have received some great news. So they told us what our annual bonus is gonna be, and we got the statements today. So I am just geeked. I cannot wait. Like, this is so much better than I had even expected. So that happens on Monday, and then next week I have so many things planned. I'm just like really excited about next week. I feel like even though the market has been down and I really haven't been trading, I've been scooping up some great things, and that has been, you know, doing this thing over there. And I feel like the timing of this bonus is so bomb because hopefully I can scoop up some more things on Monday when I get that. And I'm just like, you know, constantly reminded of just how I've been really blessed right now. And I'm hoping that being blessed will allow me to be a blessing. So I don't know, it's just like a constant reminder of how we have to continue to be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you stay in a place of gratefulness, it's a really beautiful thing. I'm just here to tell you guys. So I also like, I know I talk a lot about just a whole bunch of different things, but I really hope you guys can be encouraged to know that I am just a normal, regular, schmegular girl, and I have been able to do a lot of different things. But honestly, it's not because I feel like I was like positioned to be able to succeed in any of these areas. I mean, like, for example, I'm trying to figure the whole wig situation out. I don't know anything about doing hair and all of that, and I'm just like any other girl who was determined to figure it out, and I'm gonna get it down. You know what I'm saying? Just like I felt like approaching the market and getting my MBA and reaching the goal that I had of 6 figures, which I had that goal probably 15-20 years ago, and I reached that goal almost 10 years ago. I was literally thinking about that. It's been almost 10 years. Like, I saw my current salary and I was like, how did I not realize where I was at today? And it was just a reminder of how when I was, because what am I right now? When I was in my late 20s, I wanted to be where I am today. And sometimes we forget how we have these goals and we accomplish the goals. And then when we get there, we set new goals and we forget how bad we wanted to be where we are. So I just want to say, like, if you guys ever watch my channel, you'd be like, okay, she did that, she did that. Like, I really hope you see it and you're thinking, I can do that because Kristyn did it. Because I know when I started, I did not know what I was doing in any of the areas I have been able to accomplish. Like, even with YouTube, I had one goal when I started YouTube. I really wanted to prove I could do it. I really wanted to prove I could get the plaque. I was so set on that daggone plaque, I was willing to just hustle my butt. And it took a little longer than some people. But at the end of the day, I made the goal and I hit the goal, and I really wanted to just prove that I could do it, and hopefully it proves to somebody out there that if that's the goal you want to set for yourself, you can do it too. Now, you know, my channel, and you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say my channel was like the most poppin'est channel out there, but at the same time, I've been able to be a blessing and been able to impact other people who are out there like me, because I've seen the success stories. So I just feel ultimately blessed. And I want to also say, when I was talking to you guys about the whole Big Sean video, he talks about blocks. And I know a block I have is imposter syndrome. There are times where I feel like I don't want to try to teach people certain things because I don't want people to look at me and be like, oh, she's not an expert, she's not this, she's not that. But I know my heart is in the right place, and I know that what I have in my head could help somebody else get to where they want to be. So I'm just really about to like put that to the side, because at the end of the day, they say be the change you want to see in this world. And I just feel like this is my chance, you know what I mean? So I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but I really just wanted to say, like, I'm so excited, I'm so happy, and I'm just ultimately grateful. And I really hope that this video, this moment, and some of the things I've shared in the video this week have been inspirational on some level to, even if it's just one person out there watching. So with that, y'all, I'm so hungry. I'm about to go get me a salad, and I'm also going to take this piece of flooring back to the flooring store so I can hopefully try to get something that matches, because that's another thing I want to do. I want to get this flooring, I want to get the floor scheduled so that I can get that also replaced and just, you know, get the ball rolling in the right direction. Hey y'all, okay, real quick, I want to show you what I'm wearing today. This is like something so light, basically just a cotton jacket, a short sleeve bodysuit, and some jeans from Fashion Nova, and then just like a simple belt. I think this is like Calvin Klein belt, Fashion Nova jeans. I don't know, but it's just something simple, you know, for working from home where I still feel professional but comfortable too. And it's pretty simple. Look what Brian sent me. Aww. Not flowers, but just because. I'm so excited. This is so sweet. Wow. Okay, guys. Oh! Y'all. So good. Now I gotta think of something sweet to do back. The dogs are begging. Curtis and Lola are like, we wanted something sweet too. That really like made my day, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is something to be said about making the people that you care about feel really special. And this definitely made me feel very special. Like, wow. What a way to end the week. First, I got that bonus statement, and now a just because gift. Y'all, I was looking at some of the clips because I was like getting the clips together, and I'm just like, I really got to figure this part out. Man, I'm gonna figure it out though. Like, for real. But it's all good. I will say, tonight when I get ready for bed, I'm about to try my new skincare products, which I'm gonna try to share them with you guys. I just got some new skincare products, and I'm gonna put all my stuff on. I'm also gonna take a bath, and I'm gonna take this wig off and just relax. Like, I just really wanna relax and enjoy myself, you know? And just like savor in being alive and healthy and really not having a true complaint. Like, there's things I can complain about, but I just think, I don't know, like I was saying earlier, I think it's really one of those times where regardless of your situation, it's important to be grateful. I was watching a little girl last night, which I don't think I saw when she went viral, but she wanted Beyonce to sing for her, and Beyonce ended up sending her, I believe it was like some Ivy Park clothing or something along those lines. And she's terminally ill with brain cancer, and they just posted, I think it was yesterday, that she was given under 5 days to live. And that was just so heartbreaking. I was watching the live with her family, and they were singing to her and just spending time with her, and I just cried. I cried like a baby, you know. And it really made me think about the little things I've been complaining about, the little things I've been worrying about or trying to control or get after. And it just was a very bold reminder to be grateful. So yeah, you know, it's definitely time to be grateful regardless of our situation, because I think sometimes even in the midst of a valley, we don't realize how that valley, like all the things we're going to learn from that situation that are going to push us to where we ultimately want to and will end up being.